Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to yet another initiative presented to you by Insight's IAS team. In this initiative, we will be trying to approach ethics in a simple and precise manner. This initiative will be of use to both the freshers as well as the veterans. We will try to make sure that the conceptual understanding of ethics takes a firm root in you once we discuss all the important concepts related to ethics. For veterans, it will also help you in terms of making sure that it serves as a revision for you for the upcoming UPSC Mains examination. Before I start talking about our exact approach, I just want to talk about popular misconceptions related to ethics so that for freshers, they don't make that mistake. It will also serve as a reminder for veterans who will be giving their mains or even freshers who will be giving their mains this time around to avoid them as much as possible. What are these popular misconceptions? Let me just talk about it for a few seconds. The first thing is ethics is easily doable. Ethics, when you look at the syllabus, when you look at the previous year question papers, you feel that you know about them. Is it not? You feel that you can go to the examination hall and start writing answers for it. But in reality, that is not the case. If you ask people who have given their mains, if you ask people who have given interview and not been able to cut or make it into the merit list, what you will come across is that they have not attempted ethics as in a good manner as possible that they would have thought about it. This basic difference, this basic problem arises from the fact that many people think ethics is something very simple. Ethics is something that they have known about it since a very long period of time. Please don't have that. Ethics requires its own set of time and hard work. Okay? Ethics requires its own set of conceptual clarity as well. And this is where we will be trying to bring that clarity in you. The other thing, whatever ethics related programs that we come up with, not just from Insights, but from other parts of the UPSC preparation as well, many people think that it is not for veterans. Veterans, since they have given mains multiple times, they don't have to look into any of those things. But that is the problem. The reason being, in recent times, we have come across the ethics trend of marks that people are getting, the rank holders are getting in recent few years. Couple of years ago, getting 140, 150 in ethics was quite easy. Easy in the sense we had rank holders who used to get that. Many people were getting average scores of around 100 to 105 in ethics paper. But now when you look at the present trend of ethics marks, the latest one, getting 120 in itself is very difficult. The average marks in ethics have come down drastically. The reason for this is because of a problem that we like to call as saturated syndrome. Saturated syndrome. What is this saturated syndrome? Everyone approaches ethics within a similar framework. This syndrome is something that veterans suffer from a lot. They read the same book, they go through the same examples, they go through the same framework given in the synopsis. The quality of ethics answer in the recent few years have been decreasing. This is one of the prime reasons that many veterans are finding it difficult to score more marks in the ethics answer, in the ethics question paper. And this is something that we will try to work on, try to come up with better examples, try to come up with better dimensions, and more importantly, try to equip in you the thinking manner, the thought process that will make your answer stand out. Right? That's going to be our primary goal. Apart from that, what is the other important thing, popular misconception? People tend to start ethics without a proper orientation towards it. I have come across freshers who write ethics answer, who attempt almost all questions in their mock test series. But the problem is, once they get the evaluated copy, they don't feel that the evaluator has given quite due amount of justice to their answers. And when I go through their answers, the biggest problem is they write ethics answer as if they're writing GS-123 paper. That is something that should be totally avoided. Right? Ethics has its own set of demand. When you talk about polity, it has its own set of demand. When you talk about society, it has its own set of demand. Ethics also has its own set of demand. When I'm taking out or when I'm talking about a particular keyword or a definition, when I'm talking about a particular case study or a value or a virtue, I'll be talking about what is the kind of orientation you need to have when you're preparing for that particular topic. How you should proceed with it. What are the things that you need to keep in mind while reading about that topic? What are the things that you need to keep in mind while writing an answer on that particular topic? Once you have this orientation, whatever information you have, you can put it within a proper structure, and this structure could get you the maximum amount of marks that is available in your UPSC Mains examination, right? So if you are a fresher, if you are a veteran, please don't fall into this pit of having this misconceptions. Okay? Please make sure that you watch this initiative, you participate in the discussions, you engage with us. Whatever doubts you have, please get back to us. Okay? Right. What is going to be our approach? I just want to summarize my approach using a quote which is given by Albert Einstein. What is this quote? Make things as simple as possible, but no simpler. Insights IAS, our tagline is simplifying IAS preparation for you. Now here, when I'm talking about ethics, I will be explaining the topics in as simple manner as possible. When I'm giving you examples, I will be talking about examples from your UPSC syllabus, from your current affairs, and presenting it to you in as simple way as possible. It's not going to be elaborate, I promise you that. But that is the extent to which we are going. We will not be spoon feeding. UPSC is an examination where you know very well by this time around that spoon feeding does not work. Is it not? So this is what is going to be our primary approach, our foundation. Each and every topic in ethics, even if you find it to be very complicated, we are going to simplify it. Ethical philosophies, simplify it. Examples for ethical philosophies, will simplify it. But we will not spoon feed you. We encourage you. We will give you the thought process that you need to think. We will give you every tool that you require to write very good answers. But you have to implement it yourself as well. You have to engage with us in our videos, in our discussions, post comments on our videos. All right? And I'm very sure at the end of the day, this approach is going to be beneficial for you and also for us. Right? Moving on. What is going to be the pillars of this InstaEthics program? What are duties? What is our dharma? Let me just talk about it for a few seconds. Here, we will be focusing on important keywords and definitions for such keywords. Most of the times, what happens when you read ethics, you are bombarded with so many keywords. You have around 200 plus keywords and definitions for it. But when I ask anyone, what is integrity? What is probity? They tend to give up the same definitions that they would have mugged up from any of the standard books, from any of the standard notes which is available in the market. This is a very limited approach. When we are talking about ethics or these keywords and definitions, we will go into the origin of that word. We will discuss the various perspectives that exist on such keyword. It is going to be a holistic process. And we will try to cover as many keywords as possible. And these definitions will not just be one or two definitions that we have picked from few resources that people refer to mostly. We will try to diversify as much as possible, but keeping in mind that we will not bombard you with many definitions. Definitions that you will understand, not mug up. Remember, definitions that you will understand. And definitions that if you understand, you can easily put that definition in your mains answer booklet as well. The next thing is going to be understanding the subtext of UPSC case studies. Case studies are getting longer and longer by every year, is it not? Each year it is getting longer. When we are discussing a case study, I will be focusing on the important ethics value at the center of that case study. Now, when you look at from 2013 and how case studies have evolved, one thing that you can make it out by yourself, even without my help, is the case studies revolve around certain important values, which is very crucial for an Indian administrator. It might be honesty, it might be integrity, probity. Once we understand the subtext, the importance of it, framing an answer for a case study, irrespective of what the case study is or irrespective of the story, what it is, it becomes simpler. And this is what we will try to inculcate. If there is a case study on the value of probity, we will discuss various perspectives on probity. And we will try to come up with what various leaders have talked about probity. Various examples that you can use in your answers readily. From a national as well as an international perspective. We will also be trying to join any previous year case study with what might have happened in the recent few current affairs based events as well, so that it is holistic in nature. Apart from that, what else will we be doing with? I told you, we will be equipping you with quality examples from a holistic perspective. Examples that you can easily relate to. Examples that you can easily remember. These examples will be from your UPSC syllabus, will be from current affairs. These examples will be diverse. When I say any ethics or moral related virtue or value, we will take GS-1, we will take GS-2, we will take GS-3 and try to come up with examples. If you have done a basic reading of your UPSC syllabus, that is more than enough to come up with quality examples that will enrich your ethics answers. And this is exactly where we are going to focus. When you're reading certain things, it does not appeal to you that it has an ethics angle. But that is what the UPSC wants. It doesn't want you to think about all these examples. It doesn't want you to read all the books that are available in the market or some books which are suggested by the rank holders. What is already there with you, the syllabus, the NCRTs. Use that and come up with the best possible examples. All right. What is going to be our next thing? Discussion revolving around UPSC previous year question papers. Whatever topic, keyword, case study that we talk about, we will make sure that we integrate that with the UPSC previous year question papers. How UPSC has asked? What is the trend? What is the pattern? Are they repeating the same demand again and again? How should we prepare if the question is on this demand? How should we prepare if the question is on a different demand? What could be the possible way they can ask a question on the same topic, considering what is happening in the society in last 1.5 years? That is how our discussion will be based. That is how we will structure our InstaEthics program. And remember, InstaEthics is going to be a very short video. So we have to be very simple. We have to be very precise. Okay, our videos will be maximum of 10 or 15 minutes. If you are not able to catch your understanding in this 10 or 15 minutes, right, it's very difficult to provide you that simplicity that is required in terms of understanding ethics. We'll make sure that you understand ethics within the given time frame in the simple manner as possible. Moving on, a crisp notes provided at the end of each discussion. Whatever we discuss, we will be discussing so many examples, we will be discussing various definitions, but you need to make a note of it. But all of us know that making notes is a cumbersome process at times. So what we will be doing, we will be providing you a 1.5 page notes that you can just refer to and be able to quickly revise. This is going to be very useful for those veterans who will be taking up their mains examination in the upcoming months. Okay, you can use this notes as your foundation. You can add your own examples, your own definitions, and then you can further enrich your answers, bring your own uniqueness into that. And finally, practice questions. At the end of each video, we will be giving you a question based on that topic, and we will be expecting you to write an answer. We will be expecting you to engage with us on that answer. Before I start the next day's video, I will be giving you a framework. Framework in the sense, what is the demand of the question? What is it that you should have practiced? What are the important things which should have been? And the dimensions related to it. That is about it. And this is going to be our framework, our approach, our intention, our objective. Simplifying ethics for you as much as possible so that you can get the maximum amount of efficiency and effectiveness in this subject. We all hope from Insight's side that this initiative, much like other initiatives, will be useful for you, will enrich your UPSC preparation even further. Thank you for your time. I hope you all are taking good care of yourselves, and I'm very excited to start this initiative with you. Thank you once again. Take care.